Hey everybody, it's Dr. Piggott, your chiropractic personal trainer, and welcome to my channel, Making Better Bodies. And today I want to talk with you about some things I've been observing in the gym when I'm training clients, either online or if they're in the space sharing with me. Something that I see from time to time, things that I hear from time to time that I'm being asked. And the topic in question is basically, I'm noticing that when people are working out, that there's a lack of connection to the activity that they're participating in. So I wanted to touch on some themes today about how to be more present when we're working out. So when we're working out, we all have different goals when we're exercising. Some people want to lose weight. Some people want to build more muscle. Some people want to rehab themselves from a traumatic injury or surgery. And other people are athletic and they want to expand on their fitness performance. So knowing what your goal is or what you're striving for is important in helping to set the mental tone for you to be successful. When you know what your goals are, you'll be more cognizant of what activities that you need to be participating in to get the results that you want. So the past couple of days, I've had some sessions, and a variety of clients who I've been working with have asked me what a particular exercise is working. And it's somewhat perplexing because to me, it seems obvious what is being worked, but I notice that for the non-trainer, that it's not as obvious. And that's what got me talking about this subject today is how do you become more present in mind when you're working out so that you're more aware of what is going on in your body and how you can use that awareness to exponentiate the results that you're looking for in the gym. So for example, the opposite arm, opposite leg. It's an exercise, as you know, that you're on your hands and knees, where your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. And when you extend your arm and your leg, what you're working is the shoulder on the upper left arm, shoulder, and you're working the abs on the left side of your body. You're working the right glute and hamstring on the opposite side of the body. It's not just moving your arms, opposite arm, opposite leg. It's actually moving your arms so you're recruiting these muscles in these various areas and feeling the contraction. As you can see from that exercise, what I'm doing is I'm extending my arms forward and I'm extending my leg back and I'm squeezing those muscles from the hamstring, the glute, the oblique muscle, the ab muscles, the upper back muscles, the shoulder muscles. And by being aware that that's what I'm working, I'm going to be more cognizant and more focused on having a better form so that I can get the maximum muscle recruitment to get the value out of the exercise I'm doing. So I guess part of the challenge when working out is not to mindlessly be counting to 15 and doing weights. It's being mindfully doing 15 pounds of weight, 15 reps, knowing that you're contracting your bicep. You're standing nice and tall, your abs are firing. If you're just swinging your arms around, that's one of the challenges why you might not be getting the results you're looking for. So how do you create mindfulness in fitness? There are 4 ways that one can achieve this. And it's an external stimulus, and it's an internal stimulus. So what are the external stimuli? If you're working with a fitness professional, you should ask he or she, what is this exercise doing? And once he or she explains that to you, you should, secondly, have them touch the body part in question, or you touch the body part in question, so that you know exactly what the exercise is going to be challenging. And then the third external one is having a mirror. I can't stress that enough. It's not vanity, folks. It's getting the feedback. Am I doing my fitness right? Am I swinging? Am I throwing my wrists in a certain awkward position? Am I not bending my knees properly? Having a mirror present, or two at a 90-degree angle to yourself, would be optimum to see yourself two-dimensionally if you have a facility or access to such a tool. But having a mirror, along with asking a question and then reinforcing by touching, goes a long way to creating a mindful experience when you're working out. And the last part, which is probably one of the most important ones, is the internal stimuli, and that's simply closing your eyes. If you're closing your eyes and you've taken into account the 3 steps of the external stimuli, and you apply that to the last one, which is internal, by closing your eyes, that will really help you to really focus in on what you're doing, what exercise you're trying to accomplish, reinforcing the goals that you're trying to achieve so that you can get the ideal body that you're striving to build. Okay, to summarize the topics that we discussed today, and which was mindfulness and fitness, and giving you the 4 tips that I shared with you, the external and the internal, I wanted to give you some more examples of how to apply those concepts to any fitness endeavor that you participate in. So up here I listed 3 exercises, 3 common exercises that most people do. Maybe the names are slightly different because every trainer has their own unique name for exercises. But this one here is the one I spoke about earlier, the opposite arm, opposite leg move, where you're on your hands and knees. So you've already spoken to your trainer by asking he or she what the exercise is working. They put their hands on you and touch the muscles in question that will be working. We're either using a mirror or the trainer is watching you to check your form. And now you are on the ground and now tuning in to where the trainer said that these particular muscles will be working when you do this particular action with the exercise in question. And likewise with the back bridge. When you're doing a bridge lying on your back face up and you're lifting your butt up, what are you doing? You're not just lifting your butt up, you're lifting your glutes, you're lifting your hamstrings, you're stimulating your quads, which are the muscles in front of your thighs, you're working the muscles in the lower part of your low back. So it's not just lifting your hips. There's 4 different muscle systems I just named there that are working together to build a strong core, a strong back, so that you're less likely to have strain and injury there. And then lastly, the plank, an exercise that's designed to strengthen your abs. What are the key points to executing this exercise? Again, you asked your trainer, what does this exercise do? He or she told you. You put your hands on the various parts of your abdominal area, and then they showed you the exercise, and then you went and executed. Elbows under your shoulders, your toes are flexed, and your hips are not high above the horizontal plane, nor are they below that horizontal plane, so that you don't have any back pain. And you should feel it primarily focusing on your stomach. If you're feeling it somewhere other than that area, it is being performed incorrectly. And you not saying that it feels other than what it should is not helping you either, because we can only go off what you're sharing with us. If you're straining and you're causing pain and you're not telling us that, well, I can't change it and modify it for you so you don't get hurt. So communicating with a fitness professional is just as important as those 4 principles I stated before. If you like this video, please subscribe. So I hope these tips that I shared with you gave you added ammunition on how to approach your fitness session next time you're working out. I really would like to know that you're being mindful when you're working out. And I know it sounds redundant, but it's really important. You have to be present and cognizant and conscious when you're doing any endeavor, and working out is no different. You concentrate at work and whatever your job is, the same type of acumen and discipline needs to be applied when you're training. Don't just rely on the fitness professional to count for you or to tell you your form's off. Yeah, we're supposed to do that, but you're also supposed to be absorbing, adapting, and learning and improving on what we're showing you. And when you pick up the concepts that we're teaching you quickly, your results will come quickly. So do your best, be consistent, ask questions. And when all else fails, it's your fault. So I hope you had... Delete all that, dude. So I hope this video gave you some tips on how to be more present when you're working out. Yes, working out is not easy, but if you're more involved and more cognizant of what you're doing, you're going to really be able to challenge yourself and know what your strength limits are. So when you're training at your next session with your fitness professional or your classmates, do your best. Give it your all. Tune into yourself, ask questions, and see where it takes you. You can only go forward and up. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll send some new videos to you your way in the next couple of weeks.